I'm trying to remember to take video of the steps as I build this telecaster. And anyway, in the first video I showed preparing the blanks and all of that, and I purchased a set of templates just to make it easier, so I wouldn't have to build the templates and take the time to do that. I've built templates before. For this, it was just time saving and easier and quicker for me to purchase the templates and not have to take the time to actually build them myself. So anyway, I'm just about to start routing out this body. It's going to be a Thinline design telecaster with a F-hole. And so it'll be a chambered body. This is the chambers. I won't chamber out the below the bridge there, because I'm going to be installing a Bigsby Tremolo on this guitar, so I won't be chambering that part out. I'll leave it solid for mounting the Tremolo on it. So anyway, I'm not going to go through a whole lot of each individual step, but just try to show you what I'm doing as I'm going through it. My router is just a simple Porter cable router, but these are some of the best routers out there. They're very basic and simple, but they just work really well. I made this base out of plexiglass, or I think it's actually a Lexan, and just made it for, using with templates and stuff like this. It just gives you a better foundation, better base, more stable to make these routes in these bodies and things like this. I've already got this side here routed down a little bit. You just have to go a little bit at a time, so it's somewhat of a slow process. And I've got that down about 1/8 of an inch, and I'm going to take this side down. I'll wait until I get my cap on to route out my pocket for my neck. Well, that's pretty much it all the way down. I have a pad somewhere. I'm going to have to grab it to keep this thing from sliding around on me. But I'll locate that and get it under here. But like I say, it's pretty much that over and over. I've taken, like I say, about 1/8 of an inch pass, and I need to go 1.25 inches down, so you can do the math. That's several passes. So anyway, there's not a whole lot to show you other than just a lot more of that. Once I get it routed out and get this template off of here, you'll be able to see a little bit more of what it's actually doing. Well, I'm down about 3/4 of an inch. That's about as far as I can go. The mortising bit that I have on there is not real long, so what I'm going to do is actually take this template off and then just let the sides of the route continue to be the pattern, and it'll work just fine. I'd already marked out the body profile here, and as you can see, you know, just like that. Of course, this is going to be covered up with a cap, a 1/4-inch cap that I've still got to make. I've got a really nice piece of walnut over there that my friend Jefferson Slinkard traded me for some mesquite, and we made a swap on the wood. And once I planed off it was just rough cut. Once I planed it off, there's some really beautiful figuring in that walnut. I was thinking about a mesquite top for this, and the figuring in that walnut is just so beautiful. I'm gonna use it on this, and I'll do mesquite on another one. Now that I've taken that template off, figure out where I'm at right here. I'm at there, so that's close to 1/8 of an inch. And like I say, now the bearing on this mortising bit will it'll just use this as the template now, and I'll just continue on the way I was going. And you've already seen that, so that's it all routed out, and it's a noticeably lighter piece of wood now. And so the next thing is to get this cap prepared for this, get it glued up and get it glued on here, and then we'll have some more routing to do. We'll have to route out these pickup cavities. We'll have to route out this neck pocket, and then because I'm changing the design, I'm not going strictly with the this is a 72 Thinline Tele, because I'm not going strictly with the way they were made. I'm not going to use a pick guard. It's just there's too much beautiful wood to cover up with a pick guard. So the pick guard that came on them came out here and came way down here to the bridge and swooped down here, and it covered up most of the body except just this little portion right over here, and it's just too pretty to cover up. Give you a sneak preview of this walnut that's going on top. It'll be cut off at about 7 inches or so, and about 18 inches long, which is how long my blank is. And then I'll have to resaw this board. You can see you might not can tell from the video, but that's almost a full inch thick there. So I'll resaw this, get 2 book match pieces out of it for the top and glue those together, and then I'll still have probably about at least 1/4 of an inch piece left. Excuse me, piece left that I can do something with. It may not go on this guitar, but I'd kind of like to make a headstock veneer out of it, but that's a little hard to do on these Tele type necks. So anyway, I'll have some left over, but that's going to make a really gorgeous guitar top. Give you another little look at this piece of walnut we're going to use for the top. I've got it cut down to 8 inches wide and 18 inches long, so it's ready to resaw. But I just thought I'd give you another look at it. It's just a gorgeous piece of wood. I wish I could kind of show you what it was going to look like once it's finished, but it's going to be really, really pretty, and that book match is going to look really nice on top of that guitar. I measured it, and there's a full inch, even once I planed it down and got it flat and consistent. There's still a full inch of wood left. So I'll get 3 pieces out of it, and I'll find something to do with that leftover piece that's not book matched. But I'm really excited to get this resawn and glued together and get it on top and get it all glued down to see what this thing's going to look like. I'm ready to get the shape cut out and get it all routed out and get that body finished. Hadn't decided what kind of a finish I'm going to put on it. I'm not a big fan of a high gloss, so it'll probably be like a satin type finish, but it's going to be gorgeous one way or the other.